Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly mystic. This is for April 1st through April 7th. This is Monday through Sunday. A daily energy reading. This has nothing to do with horoscopes and everything to do with the 7 days of the week. And we're going to start off April with the wonderful reading and blessing of all 5 decks. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. And for all of you who have joined me in this wonderful weekly journey, this is fairly new. We've only been doing it maybe a month. So thank you all for watching and sharing this energy. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek for the week of April 1st through April 7th. And we receive these blessed messages with the love and light in which they are intended. And we welcome divine here and accept and thank you for your presence. And of course, you are always welcome. We receive that always as a blessing. Thank you so much. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend reading or the weekend card is a shared Saturday, Sunday underlier. Nice, very, very, very profitable and positive. Positive. So this is a 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles is a very strong, independent, well kept energy. Now, this card talks about the Garden of Eden energy. And when we talk about the Garden of Eden energy, it doesn't mean that it's given to you months or years ahead of time. Okay, the benefit of being in the Garden of Eden is it's provided as needed. So just remember that. That's when, we kind of go into a panic when things don't show up in advance. And if it waits till the last second, well, you don't need it until you need it. So having it ahead of time isn't always smart, because I know if I were to get something ahead of time and thinking I have extra, I may not be as careful with my abundance as I should be, because I think, well, I have plenty, but you don't know what's coming down the pike. So the universe does know, and it will bring it in not 1 second too late, but also not 1 second too soon. So just remember that for those of us who are going along and then all of a sudden something big comes up. When you've been provided for ahead of time, sometimes you may not realize what the purpose of the blessing was. So that's why the universe waits until you need it. So I've already blessed all the decks, so I'm just going to start shuffling in the interest of saving time. And I believe it's kind of like being in a gathered ceremonial thing. All the decks were here and present and accounted for and received the same words and blessings, and thankful to the universe as always for the presence of the divine light and divine source guidance. Very nice. Justice is the underlier for the clarifiers. And the Justice card is talking about having a decision made in a very fair and precise manner. A lot of times this card is showing up to let you know the best decision for you is the one that's being made. Now, if you're the one making the decision, it's saying you're using your very divine and positive energy to be very fair and bring about the best result that you can muster. Sometimes we have to go into our higher selves and try not to let our egos get involved. So this is the kind of the energy of the week. And we have the universe. The universe will show me the right path to take to reach my goal. So this is what I base everything every day on. I have to listen and be guided, and there are times when I don't really feel or hear anything, so I have to just let myself sleep on it, and if what I feel like in my heart is resonating, that's the choices I make. The main thing is, don't do something against your inner instinct. Okay? When your gut instinct is telling you to do something different, then you should pay attention to it. Hello. Too many. But I'll take the top one. Compassion. There we go. Compassion sometimes also, we have to remember to be compassionate to ourselves. Okay? And the compassion is in the decision and in the judgment. So when this Justice card comes in, and the universe is always compassionate, sometimes we judge people harshly, and or we feel like we've been judged harshly, and so we have to give ourselves the compassion when we feel like we've made a mistake, or when someone has wronged us. Even you're in the part where you feel like you weren't given the compassion, you have to have compassion for the other person. I know it sounds crazy, but you can't carry the negativity that they're trying to give you. If you do, you're damaging yourself. So that's why it's most important to have this compassion and forgive all parties and move on. Let it go. Let it be a lesson of learning and move forward. Sometimes it's just the fact of the matter is that they're showing you can't depend on them. Okay? Sometimes people are just showing you who they are. Agate, healthy body. We had that in our dailies. So that's a really good one. Okay, let's see. For those of you who are just now doing the weeklies with me, we've started educating ourselves on what different energies the stones have. As you can see, I like me some stones and crystals, and I've always been attracted to their energy. So I figured it was high time that I learned, and I know a lot of other people want to know as well, and I'm trying to educate. If you have something, by the way, when I talk about a stone, if you have something to add, please put it in the comments. This is a forum for everyone. So our first card for Monday, April Fool's Day, is the World. Now that's an amazing, wonderful card because it's a victory, and it is being held in high esteem and high regard. Now you want to talk about the universe showing you the right path to take to reach your goal. That's how she got here. You see that divine light she's standing in? So she's standing in power of her own divine energy in the universe connection, because that's what's brought her to the top. It has lifted her. It has shown her the way. It has started her on her highest possible path, which is amazing and wonderful. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is showing wonderful grounded balance in the midst of some chaos going on in the back. So the World and the Two of Pentacles is showing coming out smelling like a rose on Monday. So this is remaining balanced and being on the highest rung of the ladder. So being very poised and very, very confident. So very strong in the victory. The very next card for Tuesday is the Hermit. And the Hermit is about allowing yourself to go within and reflect the information that you've taken in and what your next step is, and allow your spiritual light to grow in brightness. Now, the way we get a brighter light spiritually is to feed the light. And that is by allowing yourself to declutter and do your breathing techniques and do your meditations, do any kind of yoga, any physical activity, any kind of workout or physical exertion helps clear your energy fields, okay? Even just walking a normal, regular pace doesn't matter. Outside, being in nature, also the nature has a very strong energy and can recharge you. But these are all things to do to relax your mind and allow the answers to come through and let the universe communicate with you. Praying is wonderful, but if we're talking the whole time, then we're not listening. So, and not everybody's an clairaudient like I am. So it doesn't matter how much I'm talking, my guides are talking to the whole time. So You know, it's just, that's my wheelhouse, but not everybody has that. Now, with this beautiful Hermit, you have the Seven of Swords. Now, this is clearly saying to let go of the negative or what no longer serves you. Take your experience and your tools that still are usable, okay? The things that you can use later. Move forward, or ideas. Move forward with those and leave what you can't use or what's worn out or warped or chipped or broken or dull. Let it go. Walk away with what you have. Leave the others. Sometimes the Seven of Swords means an actual physical move. Okay? So it may be moving on your path. So it can be mental energy of moving, the metaphorical moving, or actual moving. Now, we have the Five of Swords on Wednesday. The Five of Swords is several different kinds of energy. One of them can be someone who is trying to control you or manipulate you. Maybe someone who is taking, okay? And they can be taking credit for something. They can be taking a toll on you financially. They can also just be an energy drain because they're just exhausting, okay? This is in the negative, this is considered a false claim, okay? The other thing that this card is known for, and for me, this is my interpretation of the card, is don't get your cart before your horse. Because this is not the war. This is merely a battle. And you can't win it alone. So you can't go jumping out in front like you're going to be the victor of it, because you can't do it by yourself. Okay? And so you've got to let yourself go with the flow and allow other people to help you. Okay? Now, here's that offer of help. And you can't let your pride get in the way of accepting it. You can't ignore it. It's the divine. Okay, so somehow this is trying to give you something and you're going, but I have that already. But you need more, or it wouldn't be trying to come to you. Okay, now some of you may be saying it's help from someone who is that false energy, somebody who is the person who's trying to hold you down or control you. I can certainly understand you saying, I don't think I need your help. But just remember this. Sometimes the blessings come from someone that God chooses to try to redeem them. I'll say it again. Sometimes the blessing comes from someone that God chooses for their own redemption. Okay? So don't say no if you really need it. Just if it's your pride getting in the way, if it's a matter of honor, if it's a matter of principle, if you need it, accept the help. Okay, because it's a blessing to that person too. You never know when somebody's going to be on the cusp of trying to change how they are. So that's the compassion. That's what my guides just said. They just remind me, that's compassion. Okay. The Hanged Man, this is you on Thursday taking a really long look from up above, just like you're looking at the camera now. You're getting a bird's eye view, and this is giving a bigger perspective. You can see everything, and it allows you to make a better decision. So Thursday, you're kind of taking an overview of the whole scene. And then we have the lovely Strength card. And this is saying you have what it takes. Now, I have come to a new revelation about this card. This lion, I would always say the lion and the maiden. The story of the lion and the maiden is that she has to trust the lion explicitly before she, or implicitly, y'all know which one I mean. Whenever she's falling asleep, you don't fall asleep with a lion unless you know the lion like really well, okay? And trust the lion. And so I want to tell you what I did find out. There is an archangel called Ariel who is considered the lion of God. And I would use this as the universe was the lion and the maiden, of course, is our physical self. Well, more than I knew, this was really true because this is the Archangel Ariel who is doing the escorting, okay? So the universe has dispatched this archangel to help guide you along the path and get to your goal. Now, this is where the infinity symbol's over her head because the universe's resources are limitless. So whatever you need, on this path and to have the strength to get through whatever process you're going through will be provided. It's showing you it will be provided. This Justice card is saying in the fairest possible way. Okay. Now, and on Friday's energy, this looks like some of you are going to have a financial gain come in. Okay. This is the mood of money shifting in the right direction back to you. Okay. And some of you may be getting an increase or a job that pays more, or money that was owed to you. This is finally being, it's being dispatched to you. It's saying, get on your horse and take this to them. Then you have the Queen of Cups here. And the good old Queen of Cups is a little emotional. She likes to look back at the past and get a little weepy. Okay? Don't get stuck in this energy, because you want to attract the things that are to you. And if you look at this, they both look a little bit the same, don't they? Right? So please, if you've denied the cup here, and then you're down here and the help is coming and you're still wishing, whatever it is that you're contemplating here, please don't deny it if you truly need it. I just say that again because that's for somebody, because they keep saying that to me. Now, Saturday and Sunday's energy is looking really nice, because you got the money dispatched, or the bountiful blessings of abundance. Okay, that's the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, which is, maybe you're saying it's not coming fast enough, but here is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe on the weekend energy. So this is talking about a strong foundation in abundance and in growth. It's also a commitment, because it's a very grounded energy. Now, something to know is that it's an ace, therefore it is a gift from the universe. The other thing about Pentacles is that it is the here and now. It's not anything past or future. It's now. So this is truly meaning in this lifetime. So then we have the King of Swords on top of that. Now this is another archangel. The King of Swords is the Archangel Michael. And we talking about truth and justice. This is the one. He's going to make sure the right thing is done. He is here to make sure no obstacles get in the way and no one is able to keep the right thing from being done. He's all about fair, and he's all about helping someone defend, okay? So this can be a lawyer, it can be an engineer, it can be law enforcement, it can be someone who is a doctor, because it's got the swords, anybody analytically minded, and anyone who was in the armed forces, because these are the people who have the Archangel Michael as their patron saint. So this is that energy coming very strongly for the weekend, okay? So some of you, maybe actually because of this Justice card here, and this the money, the way it's looking, the way it's showing up, and the thing about it coming through some place that you've been waiting or looking for it, and just been like falling asleep waiting for it, and then somebody who's trying to keep it from you. This could be a lawsuit or some kind of asset from a family that, somebody's left you money, or any kind of big payout like that, because that you've got the right players here, and you've got the abundance showing, and the fair judgment, which would be the court. Okay, so hey, I hope for this week you all get something amazing, and the energy is certainly there for it, for different aspects of it. So let's see what the Agate and the Healthy Body have to say. And for those of you who aren't going to stay for the meditation, blessings. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, we have dailies. If you want to join that, the button for joining is down below. If you have an Apple, then send me an email and I'll send you the link to join. And thank you for watching, and I hope you are watching your bi-weekly readings as well. So many blessings to you who are leaving now. We will continue for those of you who want to do the meditation. So we have the Agate. And the Agate, if I can get to the right page, I'm going to do just the meanings, and then we'll go into the meditation with the energy. So it is your base and sacral chakra. And it restores, grounds, and nurtures the energy field. It brings in all divine qualities of Mother Earth. It reconnects you to the divine energy flow of the planet. And it assists in shamanic journeying to meet the plant and tree divas. Okay, so this stone is really a great stone to ground with. I don't know if any of you know what grounding is, but grounding is taking all that nervous, balled up, heavy, static energy that you feel. Sometimes you're just full of crazy, it feels like it's just like something shorting out. And clearing that energy field, and you do it by pushing that energy down into the core of the earth. So we're going to do a meditation that's going to breathe that in. That's going to be the first thing we do. We're going to ground, and then we're going to get rid of some of the stagnant energy. So we're going to connect to the earth with the first breath. If you have an agate, please get your stone. If not, then do like I'm doing and visualize this picture that I'm holding in my hand. So we're going to breathe in from our crown chakra. Beautiful white divine light, breathing in now. Holding the energy of the divine light with the agate. And now we're going to, as we hold, we're going to push through our cells, down through the soles of our feet, to the center of the core of the earth. Any negative, heavy energy connecting to the center of Mother Earth, we ground and connect. And as you exhale, exhale back out through the top of your head into the universe to dissipate any energy. So filtering that out now, breathing out. Second time, breathing in beautiful white divine light with the agate energy. Letting it pulse with your heartbeat through the cells of your body, to generate and restore all health and alleviate any pain, stiffness, soreness, any kind of impure cell contents are being brought back out as we exhale it out into the universe to dissipate the negative energy. Last time, pulling in beautiful white divine light with the agate energy. Sending that energy to the tips of our toes, circling, wrapping our bodies in health, love, and light as we work our way back up through our knees, into our hips, back up your spine, all the way up to the top of your head, exhaling it back out into the universe. Thank you so much. I hope this meditation helped to restore the energy in your body and the happiness in your soul. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings, love, and light, much abundance, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.